Oh, whoa. Hold on. Oh, you recording? Okay. I was like, what the fuck happened?
All right, let me get it.
You ready? You ready, Freddie?
I'm ready, Freddie.
I don't think they're ready, Freddie. I'm ready.
What's good, YouTube? R.A.D. TV back with another video. Boy, you pause like hell.
I know, because you started talking. I was like, yep.
What the hell?
So today we doing a react. This is our first reaction video.
Sure is.
All right, we're reacting to how the universe is way bigger than you think. How big do you think the universe is?
I was getting ready to actually say.
I think ask me the same thing.
Yeah, I think the universe is honestly infinite. There's no beginning. There's no end.
That don't make sense. My brain can't even process that.
But see, I also got a theory too. You know how they say like there's multiple universes? What if there's like a different timeline of ourselves?
You mean like in the universe?
Like if they got multiple universes. The reason why we can't get to another universe is because it's like a different timeline. I don't know. When you start thinking about like time and universe, it honestly gets
fucked up.
It gets really difficult, yo.
Yeah, because like the crazy thing is, all right, they got this new, what is it, like a telescope or whatever it is, where we can see far away, but apparently when you see that far away, you seeing, hundreds of billions of years in the past.
See, that's why I think it's time travel.
So at some point then, distance equals time. Get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's weird though.
Let's just play the video.
The time variants are gonna get us. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. All right, so let's get into it, yo. Cause I like the universe. It's crazy. I want to say this first. They're probably gonna say it in the video anyway, but we haven't even discovered everything on this planet, let alone our own universe, and they still out here trying to.
That's the thing. We don't even understand everything we think we understand.
Right. We're not supposed to understand everything. But here we are. Maestro. Of course, the sound is not working.
You said the sound ain't working?
Mm-mm.
This is a real-life lore video made possible by Squarespace. Make your next move with a beautiful website from Squarespace. This is Earth. You live here on this planet somewhere, and everything that you've ever known is located right here. But just how small exactly is Earth when compared to the scale of the entire universe? Let's start by zooming out to where we can see our nearest cosmic neighbor, the Moon. You may think that the Moon is very close to Earth since it dominates our night skies, but in reality the Moon isn't this close to our planet, it's actually about this far away. 384,400 kilometers away from you right now on average. You could fit 30 entire Earths in between this distance, and if you somehow were able to drive a car at a constant 100 kilometers per hour speed, it would take you about 160 days to drive the entire distance. Despite this incredible distance, however, 12 humans have actually set foot here, representing the furthest away that any individual human has ever been away from the Earth, and one of humanity's greatest achievements. This is what the Earth would look like from there if you were standing there with them, and if you wanted to communicate with somebody back at home, it would take a message about 2.5 seconds to travel between you and them, since that's how fast the speed of light can travel at. This is a photo that was taken on Mars, and that tiny dot that you see there is Earth as seen from the Martian surface. On average, Mars is an incredible 225 million kilometers away from Earth, but that distance can be as high as 401 million kilometers. That means that whenever humanity finally gets around to landing a human on the planet, that person will be 986 times further away from Earth than the astronauts who landed on the Moon were. In addition, the time delay for sending a message from Mars back to Earth isn't just 2.5 seconds, it's actually more like 20 minutes each direction. which would render instant communication in the event of an emergency impossible. When we zoom out even further away, we can find the Voyager 1 space probe, which is the furthest away man-made object from Earth. It is currently located 138 AUs from the Earth, AU meaning astronomical unit, which is the distance between the Earth and the Sun, which means that Voyager 1 is 138.
Wait, so can we ever get that back? Or is that just gone? Like, we can't get that back.
Hell no. Do you want it back?
I'm about to say, like, that shit gone.
Do you want it back?
Yeah, I don't want it. I was just curious. Like, that shit just out there. Like, the more he started talking, I'm like, bro, that shit gone.
Right, we can't get it.
Right.
8 times further away from us than the Sun is. At some point on its long voyage, Voyager 1 turned its camera around and took this photograph. It may not look like much at first, but in my opinion, this is the greatest single photograph ever taken in all of human history. This tiny, pale blue dot is Earth, and I don't think that anybody has ever said something as amazing about this as Carl Sagan when he said, "If you look at it, you see a dot. That's here. That's home. That's us. On it, everyone you ever heard of, every human being who ever lived out their lives. The aggregate of all our joys and sufferings. Thousands of confident religions, ideologies, and economic doctrines. Every hunter and every forager. Every hero and coward. Every creator and destroyer of civilizations. Every king and every peasant. Every young couple in love. Every hopeful child."
Monday.com Work Docs is a new kind of doc. You don't just write with it, you create entire...
Every mother and every father, every inventor and explorer, every teacher of morals, every corrupt politician, every superstar, every supreme leader, every saint and sinner in the history of our species lived there, on a mote of dust suspended in a sunbeam. Voyager 1 is currently traveling at 17 kilometers every single second, but even at that speed, it won't break out of the reach of our solar system for another 30,000 years. Once we go beyond the solar system, we arrive in our interstellar neighborhood. Here we shift to the light-year unit of measurement, which is the distance that light travels in a full Earth year, or about 9.461 trillion kilometers. The star Proxima Centauri here is the closest other star to us other than our Sun, but it's still 4.24 light-years away from us. To put that into perspective, if it was heading in the right direction, it would still take Voyager 1 over 70,000 years to reach it. In other words, if you drove your car at 100 kilometers an hour like in our previous example to the moon, it would take over 6 times longer than the entire age of the universe is just to finally get there, and it wouldn't even exist still when you arrived. When we zoom out even further, we can see the entire Milky Way galaxy, inside of which Earth is located right here. This yellow dot is the furthest extent of humanity's radio broadcasts throughout history, which means that any possible aliens who live outside of this range are totally...
So you think there's aliens out there?
There's aliens out here.
Where they at?
Area. I didn't have to say it.
I don't know. That shit crazy. So that means we ain't never gonna see shit.
Nah, because they would have said like it'll take like 30,000 years or 7.
So we not gonna see shit.
Hell no. So it's not up to us. It's gonna be our descendants. And to be real, this Earth gonna blow up.
So that's the thing. Okay, he said it take light however long to get from the the moon to Earth?
Yeah, it said like 2.5 seconds.
Yeah, 2.5 seconds. So these places is way out there. It take light.
And it
that's where the same light years come from.
Yeah, and it take 20 minutes
to get this.
But let's think about our universe. It take 20 minutes. Our solar system, 20 minutes from here to Mars and back, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, with all this other shit going on, that's crazy, yo. Because think about it. What if like there's other aliens, right, that figured out a way to communicate with us, but we're just waiting to get that message, and we've been waiting.
That was my thought, bro. We don't even know what's going on in the universe. Imagine if the whole universe just went like there's a big ass explosion in the back of the universe.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't gonna see it like it's coming this way, but we're not gonna see it for another 100,000 million years.
Right. That is that's kind of freaky. It's cool but scary at the same time. It's like
it's kind of scary because we don't know what the fuck going on out there.
Yeah.
And like right now, what we seeing, like when you look up and you look at like the moon, you seeing the moon from 2 seconds ago. What the moon just went boom. It'll take it a while for us to know that it went boom.
Took us like 2 seconds, wouldn't it?
Right. That's crazy. What if the sun blew up though? We wouldn't even know for a while. Because how far? I'm gonna keep watching the video because he
spent some knowledge right now.
Unaware of humanity's presence.
Very.
It's complete silence outside of this yellow dot as far as we are currently aware, but the entire galaxy spans over 100,000 light years from end to end. There are over 100 billion stars and over 100 billion planets inside of our galaxy. But you have never seen the full glory of the galaxy at night because
there's no way there's not aliens with all that shit he just said.
We are not alone. And a lot of people feel that way, but it's just
impossible.
Communicating with them is going to be like the most, because if you think about this, they also said there is evidence that there was life on Mars.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't tell me. Now this is a theory people said, and they was like, okay, humans used to live on Mars, but then we end up fucking up Mars, and some of the humans end up somehow coming to Earth. I don't know.
That's the thing. I heard a theory about them what's them little things called? The tardigrades or something like that. They're like little microscopic, basically sea bear looking things.
I don't know. And they saying that on my computer is getting my nerves. Get the fuck out of here.
They saying them things can they basically can survive anywhere in the vacuum of space. So they saying they thinking them hit Earth and we evolved from them.
What if gnats are aliens and they were here to try to send us a message? No, mosquitoes are. No, all types of bugs are. They just all working differently, trying to get blood samples, DNA samples, and transport them back to other planets outside the universe. So
you saying these little mosquitoes is really drones?
Basically.
99% of the stars that you can see with the naked eye are limited to this small, tiny region right here. But even this massive galaxy is nothing compared to the rest of what's out there. Zooming out even further and we arrive at the local group of galaxies, a collection of 54 different galaxies that is about 10 million light years across. But zooming out even further and we can see the Virgo supercluster, of which the local group here is just a tiny segment of. There are at least 100 other groups of galaxies just like our own local group inside of here, and the distance from one side to the other is a mind-numbing 110 million light years. But even the massive Virgo supercluster is nothing but a...
So, with him saying that there's an end to the universe. The universe is not infinite.
I guess it would have to be, right?
Because he's saying from one end to another end.
The end of...
So he's saying one end to the other end. That's going yeah, I'm going to go to this end of the house. I got to move this to the other end of the house. Which means that's a limit.
Every time he say that, he scale out. So we don't even know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's no way to prove that.
That's the thing. What would be at the end of the universe? A wall?
Right.
What would be why would we not be able to keep going?
Or would it be a ever-ending circle where you think, but then I don't know.
But then what would be outside the circle?
Right.
This shit'll fuck your head up, man.
It's mind-boggling, yo. I'm telling you, the universe is the most interesting thing to learn about. And the most difficult. Because for one,
we don't know.
I'm about to say the experts don't even know. They don't even. They barely know 1%. I don't even think they know 1% of the damn universe.
They can't.
They can't. Yeah, they can't.
You seen how much we can see? That little itty bitty square.
Mm-hmm.
That's all we can see.
They only know point 0.00000. Man, that probably is a whole bunch of zeros. One.
Infinite, for real though.
Infinite zeros and one.
Because he done zoomed out so much that I don't even know where we at.
Yeah, he done zoomed out again. He's talking about a Virgo supercluster. I'm like, okay, where are we in the Virgo supercluster?
Bro, we a speck on a speck on a speck of a speck with the speck on that speck.
With another speck, that speck going on and on.
And we the shadow of that speck.
Right, we're not even a speck, we're the shadow.
Right, we the shadow of that speck.
Let's get to it. Let's see what else he got to say.
Quiet and tiny lobe of the Great Laniakea supercluster, an enormous structure
Another
that is
supercluster.
to our galaxy as well as
If he zoom out
100,000
again,
other galaxies.
I'm done. Like in the video.
One side to the other is 520 million light years, but from even there we can zoom out all the way to the entire observable universe and see that even the titanic Laniakea supercluster is just a tiny and insignificant part of everything. This is the observable universe, and it contains everything that we know of.
So what does observable mean? Like, what does that mean?
Can we observe it?
I ain't never seen that.
Obviously, we can't.
Right.
Like,
so what does he mean? The end of the observable? Like, is it another one that we just can't even
observe anymore?
Let's
It is
continue.
home to at least 2 trillion different and individual galaxies, which together contain more stars than there are grains of sand on the entire Earth. The
Ain't no
distance
way,
from
bro.
Earth to any side of the observable universe is 46.5 billion light years.
So that's
which
weird.
means that the
Why are we in the
entire
middle?
width is 93
Go to censor.
billion light
Look,
years
I knew it.
across.
I knew it.
What perhaps even more interesting, however, is what actually lies beyond the observable universe.
See, yeah, he was right.
Keep in mind that the observable universe is all that we can currently see, and it's entirely possible that the rest of the universe.
But see, that confused me. He said we can only see that little square, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe he's saying the human eye with telescopes we can see farther.
Perhaps.
I can't remember what he said now.
outside of it is vastly larger and more fantastic than we can possibly ever
That's pretty as
imagine.
hell.
We
Never
simply
had
don't
light?
know what else is out there because the light from these incredibly distant places has not yet had enough time in the universe's history to reach us yet back on Earth. And the
Damn.
light from some places may never reach us at all. Because some parts of space very far away from Earth are expanding away from us faster than the speed of light, that means that the light from these places will never, in an infinite amount of time, reach Earth. Meaning that even if humanity is eternal and exists forever, there will still be an unknown number of places in the universe that we will never know about or ever see. So, it is very likely that as unbelievably enormous as it seems, the observable universe is just a tiny slice of what we can currently see of the entire universe. According to the theory of cosmic inflation that was proposed by Dr. Alan Guth, if it is assumed that cosmic inflation began at 10 to the negative 37th of a second after the Big Bang, and with the assumption that the size of the universe before inflation began was equal to its age times the speed of light, then this would seem to suggest that at the present day, the entire universe is 150 sextillion times larger than the observable universe. That
even know what
number
the hell
for
that
reference
means.
looks like this, with this many zeros. Let this number sink in for
Jesus.
just a moment.
I'm not about to let this sink in.
That's
Hey.
bro.
That's a lot of.
That's ridiculous.
Think about if you put a dollar sign in front of that and put it in my account. I can do anything I want.
Bro, you could first of all, you could buy Earth with that kind of money.
I can buy apparently the universe with that type of money.
Yeah, and for a dollar for every I don't even know.
Right. $1 for
I
every
don't
light
even
speed.
fucking know what
light
we're
year.
talking about.
$1 for
Oh
every
my
light year.
God.
Like, yeah.
But this is what I'm saying though. The universe has to be if so. Okay, what is the Big Bang then? Like what was before the universe?
Right. I always thought about that. I'm like, so how did all
Like
this-
something like what? So we gotta look at it next. We gotta look at a video about the Big Bang.
You thinking that the entire observable universe, everything that you could see, was the size of a light bulb, but then realizing that in reality the entire universe is larger than the former planet of Pluto. Imagine a light bulb in the center of Pluto, but we inside the light bulb were totally unaware that Pluto existed outside of it, and that's a similar situation to
Pluto not a
this.
planet though,
We're
right?
all so unbelievably small, but you shouldn't worry, because all that means is that there is so much left out there for us to discover together.
We never gonna see it.
Right. It's like there's so much more.
What you telling that, bro? We not about to see that.
This is pretty much it for us. Like the knowledge that they know now for us, that's it. That's it. Because like
that make you feel so little, man.
It do. There's nothing to worry about. I'm like, bro, it's a lot to worry about because what the fuck is out there?
Shit out there happening right now.
Right.
Bro, niggas is out there, not niggas, I'm sorry. Aliens is out there partying with each other and we just stuck.
It's funny. I guarantee you, aliens are probably watching us on their TV. Laughing like they ain't discovered the secrets of the universe yet.
Right. It's like them it ain't even like them at the zoo. It's like you watching ants crawl around with no kind of because we don't know what we doing out here.
No, we don't.
We ain't got no design, no plan. There's no structure.
We're like a squirrel trying to cross a road.
You know
That's it.
We don't even know why we want to cross the road.
Mm-hmm. It's scary.
This video was made possible by Squarespace. If you're wanting to create a new website for your network,
all right, I guess that's it. We're not staying for the
man. We want y'all to comment about y'all opinions of what y'all think about the universe, man.
I don't know, bro.
If y'all think it's infinite, a limit, if y'all think there's other lives out there, or are we the only life? Are we the center of the universe? Like, just comment. That's it. That's all you got to do.
Tell me what the hell going on, because I don't understand it. Me personally.
It's scary.
It don't make no sense.
But like you said, we about to watch another video. We're gonna put in.
We just going deeper down this rabbit hole now.
We're gonna try to learn more about the Big Bang Theory. If you're interested in that, go ahead and put a like on this video. Comment your opinions about the universe, and stay tuned for the next segment of What the Hell.
What the hell? Bro, that's how you gotta name it.
Like, what the hell segment?
I love it.
All right, y'all, we out.
R.A.D. TV out.
What the hell?